Time for a very much overdue update on the 92 Olds Custom Cruiser LS swap project. Well, big news what this is, it runs and drives. I'll pop the hood, see what it looks like now. See, all the wiring in here is tucked away, cleaned up. After about a month of working on it, running into small problems here and there, this is where it's at. The AC's in, it works. Got a rigged up air intake. This is actually 3 different LT1 intakes in one. This is the factory LT1 boot. I ran out of hockey pucks and jar lids, so this is a gas cap. Hey, it's redneck, but it works. This is a K&N tube off of an LT1 cold air intake kit that I have that's falling apart. And this filter is off of a dual filter intake for an LT1 that would normally sit right through here, but it sucks all the heat in off the radiator, so I don't use it. So I figured something out for this so it doesn't look hideous. But everything else is in here. There's a bracket all bolted up with the R4 compressor in here. And I went through a lot trying to find a bell. I think I bought about 6 or 7 of them. And gap isn't big, but I think it'll be alright. At least for now. Let's see. Cruise control still doesn't work. Cable doesn't reach. I might try relocating that. I might not. I don't really use cruise, so it's not that big of a deal to me. ECM is mounted or thrown in this corner here. I still gotta buy some loom for this harness. I don't like it rubbing on everything. The charcoal canister used to sit here. That's gone. The lines are here and plugged somewhere. Someday I'll hook that stuff up, but it's all been deleted anyways. The wiring is still there. Leaves on this thing already. This is for the VAP part solenoid, but the computer doesn't check for this stuff. I had all that deleted, so it wouldn't throw codes. I'm just going to go over everything as I don't remember what I did in my last video. Got the fuel line here, which I'm going to replace with a braided one. I noticed today after driving it, when the engine got hot, this hose got very flexible and actually started to slide up this fitting that it's shrunk onto. So I got a clamp on it, which I don't like that stuff. You know, that could cause a fire. So that's on the list. These are the eBay headers, direct from China. They fit very well. I didn't have to notch the frame or anything like that. I just had to, I'm not sure I'm going to get a shot of this. The bottom edge of the firewall, I had to fold it in a little bit to clear. But, you know, 3/8 flanges. They're welded very nicely. Hopefully they'll hold up. Coil packs. I made these brackets here. They're aluminum, just to relocate them forward. Obviously this side doesn't really need it. I got the EGR system to hook up still. That's all just open. But this side is where I needed it. It's very hard to see with all the stuff in here now, but the coils are shifted towards the front of the engine so that the factory heater lines would fit. It's a hard angle, but those lines line up perfectly with the number 7 coil. But moving them forward took care of that. For cooling, this is an LT1 tank. Plugged up the spot where the factory vent or steam line would hook on. And instead I bought a water pump spacer kit. That's another thing I ran into. I had that bolt-on one from the early Camaros. That's gone. It was leaking like crazy. So I bought a off-the-shelf Camaro pump, 98 to 02. And a spacer kit off eBay, which has a fitting there. You can see it. That goes into that steel brake line, which runs under this. And you're not going to be able to see it, but it hooks, oh, maybe you will, into the steam fitting on the head. I only have the front ones on this. This is an LSx line. Rear ones are blocked off. Apparently GM thought it was fine, so that's what I went with. Upper radiator hose. This is a stock LT1 B body hose. No modifications. Almost perfect size. Lower one is a 19-inch, 1 1/4 inch. I think Daco, or I don't remember the brand. Flexible hose I bought off of Summit. That goes into, I don't know what this elbow was off of. Down at the bottom here. It's a weird angle down there. This hose is too short, so there's a coupler. This goes into, it's just like a right angle hose. Doesn't kink up. Rather through those lines, it seemed to fit the best that way. All these hoses, this is all just straight hose with these Goodyear spring things on them. There's a T down there. So this is hooked in line with the small hose feeding the heater core, like the LT1 cars. Two hoses. So that's it for the cooling system. Wiper motor fits just perfectly in there. AC lines, I had to bend these aluminum lines a little bit. This is kinked to hair, but the system works good. That's my fuel line, by the way. And radiator, it's a LT1 radiator, LT1 fans, controlled by the PCM, and I've wired it up so the compressor engages a relay for the primary. Not sure if both are supposed to come on yet. I gotta look at one of my other cars. But enough looking at it. Let's start it up. Exhaust is on. It's that's all LT1 exhaust, front to back. The only spot I had to work on it was where the cats would normally be on the LT1. I had to use this flexible crap until you get it to a shop, which it works. It's noisy, and I had to beat the crap out of this one to make it fit. That's pretty discolored. See where the bend is right here? The shift linkage was hitting the pipe, so I had to beat the crap out of it to get the linkage to clear. It clears now, it's just, I'm sure it's restricted, and it looks awful. That stuff's gotta go. On a 96 SS or any floor shift B body, if you converted one, probably wouldn't run into that issue. Everything's on the transmission. The other side looks pretty much the same. It's nothing impressive. So, start her up. And all the gauges work. Climate control works. Fahrenheit thing keeps blinking. I think that means there's a code stored. Probably I can't communicate with the PCM. That's just gonna have to be like that. But everything else seems to be working. Runs good. Take it out for a spin. Radio off. ABS light comes on instantly. Man, this thing pulls good. A little uphill. That wasn't even floored, by the way. Ooh, chirp the tire. Nice. And that's all bone stock, no performance mods done to the engine. Thing pulls nice. More B-bodies. I know that guy. He's got more B-bodies than I do. He also has a bunch of old tractors too. I'll do an extended video. I'm driving later. But here it is. The 5.3 liter cruiser. How many miles are on this thing now? 170. Got 30 miles on this swap already. I only went to work today. And got AC as a bonus. Alright, later guys.